3, the unpaid tax arrears amounting to 30,300,001,063 was a demand from the Kenya Revenue Authority for the various tax head under the county government of Nyeri for financial year 2017-2018 to 2021-2023. The only tax head relating to the funds is the fringe benefit tax, which was in arrears of 626,412, which was settled as per the payment voucher above, which was in Annex 1A. So it's the same. That is only the one that was relating to the fringe for the fund, but the rest is for the county government of Nyeri executive accounts.
What is your comment on the response?
Thank you, Chair. They provided documents, but it's the aspect of late submission. They were not provided during the audit. So,
but have they responded to your question, your query?
Chair, the documents they are provided, they are responding to the query, but we, according to our policy as an office, if documents were not provided during the audit, we don't accept after, because where were those documents?
So there is an issue of late submission of documents. But before I come to that, let's address the substance of the matter here. Can I request members to chip in? Any member who is ready?
Chair, it's just asking why the documents or any information was not availed to the auditors on entry, meeting or exit meeting.
Chair, through His Excellency the Governor, these documents were available and was provided because that payment vouchers were even made before that time, and the payments were made that time. So it can be confirmed from the check transfers that they were there and they were submitted.
Did you provide them to the auditor? That is the question.
Yes, it was provided. Maybe, I don't know where they skipped the auditor.
Auditor, is it in your schedule? Because you usually maintain a schedule of the things you want, and is a checklist. Is it there?
Thank you, Chair. The reason why it ended up in our report is that the documents were not provided at that time. Because we had issued a query, then we issue an email, and then we issue a draft report, and then the final report.
Through you, Chair. So, Auditor, you say that on the exit meeting you had not received those documents.
Yes, Chair.
Any other issue? The accountant through the governor, when I look at your Annex 1A, the payment voucher that you have put there, it is not looking original. If you look at it, honorable members, it's not looking original, because my expectation would be the document would have been fully processed. If you look at, for example, on the examination part, voucher examination part, it is not filled at all. It is only AI order who has signed, but everyone else it is empty. So maybe you can explain that.
Maybe Chair, may I allow me to take you to the third page after that, where you find the family bank account, which indicates clearly that that money was transferred to KRA on the strength of this voucher. It is highlighted 626,412 transferred on the 30th of January 2024. RTGS from County Assembly, Nyeri to Kenya Revenue Authority.
The one that is marked in, is it in green?
I think it is in some form of yellow. You know, I'm a man and we can't tell the colors properly.
That is fine, but you know the vouchers that have been provided are largely incomplete. Even the second voucher of 259,000. It is
Our accountant explains so that
through the governor, Chair, these are the third vouchers. We usually, the accounting officer and the accountants are the ones who sign the voucher, but maybe in future we can be forwarding to the examination office.
not in future. That's supposed to be the process. I thought all vouchers go for examination. Maybe the auditor, you can guide us on this.
Thank you, Chair. It's a requirement that the payment voucher goes to examination. So that is why the third provision confirm the accuracy, the pay, and so forth.
Through you, Chair.
Yes.
Maybe we can inquire then who is the accountant who was meant to have signed and did not sign. And is he here? Is he in good books with the East Park?
Through the governor, the accountant who assigned there, and I'm in good books with the East Park.
You know, accountant, what members want is where is a complete voucher. I'm sure before the payment was made, it goes through all these processes. So the complete voucher, because what we are saying here is not complete.
I have noted that, Chair, and I will ensure that it is done as it should. I think that was an oversight on their part.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe through the governor, I just want the fund manager to make something clear to me.
Yeah.
This amount is being paid from the executive, but the RTGS is being seen to come from the County Assembly of Nyeri. Why the mix-up? I thought they operate separate accounts.
Okay, through the governor, Chair, we usually bank with the County Assembly, the same bank, so the bank made the error of narrating the County Assembly, and it's an issue that we wrote to the bank, and they say they are going to correct the error.
Chair, do you have that letter here?
We don't have it here, but we can request it.
And we note that this transaction happened on 31st January 2024. So the error has not been corrected. Maybe the auditor, did you pick that?
Thank you, Chair. The issue was the issue of variances, because you can see what was paid was not supported in the schedules when you look at our query.
So the auditor, the accountant through the governor, do you have the complete voucher for this?
through
In
the
your
governor,
files, yeah.
the original voucher also looks like this one, the copy.
See why I'm concerned is because the voucher did not go through examination, it did not go through internal audit, and important information like the vote head, sub-vote head is not included. And then it's not signed at the end. Any comment before I give a direction on this? So auditor, let me direct this. Auditor, now that you are doing, have you completed the audit or it's ongoing?
Chair, we have completed. We are now at the reporting stage. But
You are at the reporting stage.
Yes.
I would like you to go and look at this matter afresh. So you look at the documents that are there and verify the transaction, the bank transaction, and advise us in the 2024-2025 report. But we have also seen an anomaly there, because how come the voucher was paid without going through all the stages? Mark?
Yeah, maybe Chair, the other aspect is to do with the penalties and charges for late payment, whether that was paid and whether that was charged on the account or as per PFM on the individual who failed to remit these taxes on time. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, accountant through the governor.
Through the governor, we only paid the principal amounts because as the time we were paying, there was an amnesty by KRA.
Now those issues you need to look at it, auditor. All those complete issues and come back to us. So I think we'll put this pending until we look at 2024-2025. So you can mark that, auditor. So let's go to the next item, which was budgeted interest income shortfall.
Thank you, Chair. Budgeted, the paragraph on budgeted interest income shortfall, the statement of comparison of budget and actual amounts reflects a reported final budget under interest income amounting to Kenya shillings 6,450,513 and actual amount of Kenya shillings 1,599,208, resulting to income shortfall of Kenya shillings 4,851,208, or about 75% of the budgeted interest income. In the circumstances, the budgeting of revenue income seems to have been unrealistic. Thank you, Chair.
Governor, the management response.
I will ask the Chief Officer to answer that.
Chair, through the governor, our response is the fund had budgeted to disburse loan amounting to 230,447,34, which could have yielded an interest income of 6,450,512, but only managed to disburse 70,600,000, earning an interest of 1.599208. This shortfall of interest income was occasioned by the non-disbursement of all the fund as anticipated. We anticipated to disburse 230 million, but we only disbursed 70,600,000, that yield 1.9. So the rest of the fund we never disbursed as at that particular time.
So what is happening? People are not coming forward to borrow.
So that time they have not applied. So later they have applied, now they have absorbed all the fund. So we'll have that interest income.
Auditor, your comments?
Thank you, Chair. This was the issue of budgetary performance and as a control. So, but as we will be able to confirm in the current audit whether they have absorbed the money as budgeted.
But maybe from the layman, you see now they budgeted, but did the fund receive that money? Did the fund receive the 230 million?
Maybe, Chair, without getting into a lot of jargon, this is common sense.
Yeah.
If we planned to disburse loans worth 230 million,
Yeah.
at a certain percentage, we expected to receive 6 million as interest. We didn't do that. People borrowed only up to 70 million. I think the issue should be, did we get the interest for the 70 million? Because that is where the issue should. The rest is neither here nor there. A budget is just a projection. So we just projected.
So the fact is people did not come.
They did not borrow, including myself. Yeah, and I was supposed to get almost 40, 50 million.
You must be a very rich guy.
No, I learned to live within my means.
Okay, members. Members. Okay, if there is no any query there, we proceed to the last query, which is loans disbursed without mandatory documentation.
Thank you, Chair. The paragraph on loans disbursed without mandatory documentation, the report of the fund administrator stated that during the year under review, the fund disbursed a total of 16 loan applications amounting to Kenya shillings 70 million and 600,000. However, loans amounting to Kenya shillings 21 million 200,000 were advanced without the required mandatory documents such as approvals, approved drawings, mortgage insurance, protection policy, and valuation reports. In the circumstances, the fund might be exposed to financial losses through non-recoverability of